gonna tell you a crazy story that will not make sense at the beginning, but once I'm done telling you the story, everything will make sense, and you will feel basically like a click, and you're gonna be like, oh wow, I can be less anxious around people. I try psychedelics, the magic mushrooms. I tried them 2 days ago. It was my first time. I had a good trip with just 3 grams. The problem was that I took another 4 grams. So I did too much of the mushrooms and I ended up in the hospital. Just got here in the hospital, but I'm really paranoid and I'm really scared and anxious because people will see that there's something wrong with me. People will see that, oh shit, that guy looks like a fucking psychopath. Because when I was in the hospital, I was on mushrooms basically, so I couldn't control myself or I couldn't be myself. My breath stinks because I had to drink water. Also, I was really thirsty and I didn't have water. So since I drank a lot of milk, I felt like my pimples were really red. My clothes were dirty as well. I went to the receptionist and I told the girls from the front, I was like, hey, I had mushrooms and I got poisoned and I need to see a doctor. But what surprises me is the way that they reacted to it. They were not like, you had mushrooms? Oh my god. Right? They were just professionally, like really professional, really like humanly. They just continued typing and to make the appointment, and they were like, okay, that makes sense. Can I have your ID? Since I was like really fucked up, I was like in mushrooms, I couldn't be myself. My mom had to give her the documents and my ID. I was getting checked in, so my sister took me to the benches so that I could wait and basically rest there. So when I was waiting here on the benches, I saw that there was some people around me and my sister was next to me. And that's one of the things that I was afraid of, is people seeing me in a vulnerable, in a weird way, because I was scared to be judged by strangers. But to be honest with you, I didn't feel judged at all. I didn't had a single person looking at me weird or giving me a bad look, to be honest. In fact, I felt, since I was on the mushrooms, I felt someone connected with other people and protected by other people. And since I was on mushrooms as well, I kind of like, it opened my eyes and I was like, you know what? People are not here to judge me or to get me or to give me a bad look or to look at me in a weird way. They're not here to get me. They're not here to judge me. They're not here to attack me. And I know that I've said this so many times in my videos, but today it finally hit and it finally made a click and I was like, wow, like people are not here to judge me. Like that's not their job. They're minding their own business, So this is the thing. I had a crazy realization that will change my life forever and it will change yours as well. So I'm gonna give you some steps that you're gonna be like, wow, I no longer have social anxiety. I had a realization. I literally just had it like 20 minutes ago. I was just thinking, I was just laying down listening to music, just thinking about my trauma, thinking about my past. So I experienced bullying. I had a lot of rejections from my teachers, from girls when I was a kid. I got hit by many guys. So I experienced bullying from a lot of guys, from like different group of guys when I was a kid. So this is the key. You probably are doing the same thing. Since I had bad experience with people, right? With guys, with pretty girls, with just human beings, I think that I created this type of shield of like being protected, of like being careful with what I say, how I come across to other people, how they think that I am, because somehow people rejected me, somehow people hurt me. So I guess that in my subconscious, I believe that people equals bad. Kind of like if I go to the streets or if I go, let's say, to a party and there's people that I don't know, the thought that I would have was something like I should be careful because if I am myself, or if I say the wrong thing, or if I do the wrong thing, people will see that. People will laugh at me, reject me, think that I'm weird, and I'm gonna be hurt. That's something that I didn't really like till today. And today I was like, wow. So I've always been carrying the shield and being careful with what people say or what they think about me, because they are dangerous. And then this is no wonder why I would run out of things to say. No wonder I would not be myself. No wonder I had nothing interesting to say. It's because when I would be talking to someone, I would be really careful with what I would say and what I would share about me, because if I say something, I might get laughed at, or I'm gonna get rejected, basically. And this is where, of course, social anxiety comes into place, and being awkward as well, right? Because I gotta be careful with what I say, how I say things. I don't have to make mistakes. I have to be perfect. Otherwise, people are gonna laugh at me, hurt me, reject me. So this is what I said to myself with such a compassion, can you just rest here? Just put it apart. Just put it away for a second, and just go to work, go to a party, go to a gym without wearing the shield. Can you do that? Can you just do that? Can you just give people a second chance? And what I found is that yes, I can give people a second chance. I can trust people again. I'm sorry, people, but I had the wrong perception about you. And I can guarantee you that this will set you free as well from social anxiety. If you feel like you run out of things to say, you have dry conversations, that's because you are protecting yourself from people. Because here's the thing, bro. And this is the beautiful thing. And you are a fucking, that's why I have this, I'm a survivor, right? Because yes, if I open myself up, even though it's hard to trust the world again, I'm gonna do it. There's a part of me saying, what about if I get rejected again? What about if there's a group of guys that make fun of me? Here's the beautiful part. And this is the beautiful part that you have to realize about yourself too. You've already lived the worst case scenario. Think about it. When you were a kid and you experienced bullying and you experienced rejection, that shit hurt as hell. But you lived it. But you survived it, and you are kind of, we can say, thriving. You're growing from that, right? Isn't it crazy? So if you were, this is what I'm thinking. If I were able to handle that shit from when I was a kid, look at me, I'm here. I got this physique. I have these subscribers that love me. People that I'm supporting, they support me back. I'm thriving. I'm growing. Even though I went through hell myself. You went through hell yourself already. So no matter what happens to you, no matter if someone betrays you, no matter if someone makes fun of you, you will be able to handle that shit because you went through hell yourself already. And that's another thing that I was thinking is, I got cheated on by a girlfriend that I love, right? She used to live literally in this fucking room. I love her with all my heart, with all my soul, but she cheated on me. I went through hell myself, and look at me, I'm here thriving, I'm here healing, I'm good. The reason that I'm bringing my ex up is because it just gets to show that no matter what will happen in the future, I will be able to handle any situation because I'm strong. Because I got evidence that proved that, right? It's the same thing with you. If you experience bullying, maybe your dad abandoned you, maybe something bad happened to you when you were a kid. Trust me, I know it hurts, but I know that you're strong because you're here. You are a survivor. You survived that shit experience that happened to you. But that's the thing, man. Keep protecting yourself from people as an adult. It's not serving you anymore. It's not helping you anymore. In fact, you don't like how you're living. You don't like the fact that you see other people that are able to just make friends and you can't. You hate the fact that other people have relationships and you don't. I don't want to perform. I don't want to be perfect like I've been trying. I don't want to put a fucking mask on and fucking pretend to be fake. I'm tired of that shit. I'm going to be myself. And I'm going to be able to, and people will love who I am. People will love the person that I am. People will love how interesting I am. And this is the thing. People don't know who you are. If you feel like, oh, people are rejecting me, people don't like me. People are not rejecting you. Like you. Let's say your name is Michael. They are not rejecting Michael. They are rejecting the anxious version of Michael. They are rejecting the nervous version of Michael. That's what they're rejecting. If you feel like they're rejecting. If you feel like they're rejecting or making fun of you. They're not making fun of you. They're making fun of the way that you act because of your anxiety and because of your nerves. So that's what I would say to you, man. Just give the universe a second chance. Give people, pretty girls, guys, a second chance. Just fucking put the shields off. Just rest. Stop trying to protect yourself from that. Stop trying to be perfect so that you don't get laughed at. Stop trying to find the perfect thing so that they don't make fun of you. Stop it. Put the shield away. You're not in a war anymore. Just give the world a second chance, and you will be surprised of how it pays you. And the last thing that I would say to you is, whenever you go outside, let's say you go to a grocery store or the gym or church, whenever you are in a place where there's a lot of people, I want you to take a notebook and write down 3 things every single day. The good things that you see from people. Let's say you see someone smiling at you, someone smiling at a stranger, or someone opened the door for you, or someone did something to you, or someone did something to a stranger. Just whenever you see a good deed, whenever you see good actions from people, write those down. Because those will help you to be like, oh, I can give the universe a second chance because of this, because of that, because of, oh, that guy over there, he opened the door for this lady. Oh, this old lady gave me this, right? It will be easier for you to give the world a second chance and to stop wearing the fucking mask and the fucking shield. Once you put that off, your anxiety will be gone. It is so simple. Your social anxiety will be gone if you just do that. If you just give the world a second chance. If you just stop trying to not get rejected or laughed at. It's so easy. And if you want me to personally help you, send me a DM. Don't be shy, and I can make you a video for you responding all of your questions. I would love to help you. So thank you for watching.